Hmm. Why didn't text to speech? Okay, that's turned it on. There we go. I think it works now. Okay. Let me get this lag out of the way. Left and right without bouncing. Okay, there we go. I don't know how well my computer's going to run with me running Discord and this.
Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online, Phoenix Update, is it good? May 5, 2022.
Hello, Oxnix. How was your week? I've also been playing Halo Master Chief Collection. Now this dude, whenever I was in Discord on the bot scripting help channel for Streamlabs to do my little achievement thing, he asked him if there was a way to like move commands and stuff over from Nightbot over to Streamlabs chatbot because he's wanting to convert over, and I volunteered my help to that.
CMDR_Rizzle says, rumor has it you guys have 10 free Phoenix boxes in your store somewhere?
Yeah, it's in the promotions tab. I already claimed them today. I claimed them under Gary because I thought, well, I'll use them for Gary, right? Well, I did. I got like, what was it? A few, I think it was 2 ultra rare, maybe 3 rare, and then like a bunch of uncommons because they got rid of common. Yeah, I can go through the list eventually when I get my shit out of the way here. I'm also popping back and forth in between Discord answering questions that dude has. I actually accomplished something pretty great, in my opinion, for Streamlabs and Python coding. I figured something out. It was something he wanted to know if it would be possible to do, and I found out how to do it. And I was excited. I'm excited about that. I just need to make a video or something showing him how to get it working. Because it's this command for lifting Mjolnir, the Thor hammer, and if you get the number correct that it randomly chooses, you lift the hammer and stuff, and he would manually create a command for each person that ever did it on Nightbot. And whenever someone, lifted and didn't get it, it would say you didn't, lift it. It had this big thing, you know, and he'd have to manually like press buttons on his stream box to play a certain video of like the failing or lifting or whatever. So whenever he was moving it over, all this stuff over to Streamlabs and couldn't figure it out, well, I had just been working on my my achievement thing, and that's when I volunteered my help, and I've been kind of building a script for him to do what he wants it to do, and make like it all automated and stuff, where it reads from an actual text file for the people who can do the lifting or whatever, and play a video automatically using OBS Studios, WebSocket, and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really interesting. I've enjoyed it. It's just figuring it out, and then it's already here. Okay, figuring it out, and then trying to talk someone into how to do it without them like really not having that much knowledge about, you know, manually installing stuff. You know, because you have your automated installers for a reason, but then you have your manual ones that you have to place files in certain places for them to work, and use command prompt to have programs download modules and stuff. It's kind of like if anyone's ever, you know, played with Perl or PHP or other programming languages. I guess Ruby on Rails would do it too. I never really got into that because I needed a project to do something with it. You know, that's how I learned how to do it. But you have to install like certain things. If say a script calls for some sort of math function and it's not installed, well, you have to install it into the programming language module, the site packages and stuff, so that it's able to be used. And people can make modules that do specific things and tasks. And the WebSocket thing is one of them. And there's little documentation on how to actually get it all working correctly, because it's built by some Asian dude, and he has a tutorial video, but he flies through it so damn fast. And if you don't know what he's talking about and doing, then you kind of can't figure it out. Script to script. Yep. But I'm happy about my own little achievement script. I mean, I've got it to where it's automatically creating a database file for each person that says the first thing, even though I'd like to be able to go back through Twitch and find out when someone said something first time in my channel so that I can get the date right, but you can't figure that out. I mean, there's nowhere to do that. So it automatically creates like first timer, and that's an achievement for the database file that it automatically uploads from my computer to my web server every time an achievement is created, so that you can always view it as it happens. But right now, all it does is just send the database file.
CMDR_Rizzle says, that's a lot of VOD watching. You not athlete, no need to go back and watch film.
VOD watching? Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've got them all saved. That would just be something else, wouldn't it? I would not have any time for that. That's crazy. But Twitch needs to have like a built-in feature for like whenever you first, you know, like came to someone's channel and you know, actually said the first thing in that chat.
CMDR_Rizzle says, VOD equals video on demand?
Yeah, via video on demand. Damn it. Haven't been talking today. Just been typing and playing Halo. Trying to get all those legendary achievements again for the first time for Master Chief Collection versus the first time I ever got them before. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way for it to, like, whenever someone uses, like, say 50,000 credits or something like that, or points on the channel, I want to have a 50K achievement to where it shows that you did that, and it like unlocks automatically whenever you do it. But the kicker is you have to type to make the bot see it. Like you have to have a message that says something like, it pops up, but you have to say hello, to make it show. Say whim. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Dude, you're giving me ideas there. Like Doc Holliday from Tombstone. I need to look over at Discord real quick too after Lilu to see if he's asking any other question on how to install something. I tried to give like a rough installation text on how I got all this stuff working, but I've been working with stuff like that forever, so it can be confusing as hell. Since I manually install stuff, but I'm just hoping that the script works for him the way it worked for me, because I've been testing it all day, working on it, learning a few things, and it just so happens like my problem with my script that I was making for the achievement thing, the resolution for that I found is what I'm using in the script I'm making for him. The one that I asked on the scripting channel how to do this, and everyone failed me and said, well, your computer's broken. What'd you do to your computer? Apparently it was not my computer, but you had to do a certain thing to make stuff work, and they didn't know. It reminds me of that damn MIRC thing with Michaela What's-His-Face. It makes MIRC. Was AFK for the start. Congratulations! I mean, I was having trouble whenever I had MIRC years ago and playing sounds a certain way or whatever. And I asked the creator of MIRC, why isn't it working? And he said, well, it uses the Windows NCI or whatever it is, And I said, so you just...
Cat! Suck it. Suck it. Use. Nice.
So I messaged him and found out how MIRC uses sound files. Hello, Victoria. How you doing? Been a while. I know I should probably look at yours.
CMDR_Rizzle says, salutations at Victoria_Thielen.
It may not have cooled down yet for the achievement thing. Swindle again. I have a cooldown for the achievement command.
OXNYX053 says, has anyone seen the maths on quality over DIL cost change form the new tech point drop off? Victoria_Thielen says, Lame.
Lame. Right.
OXNYX053 says, for the Phoenix tokens.
Okay. Anything like this before? I found the Python 7 file. Should I be extracting the OBS file into the original OBS folder and placing what's there? It's not replacing the files, but just adding what it will have there. Or damn it! What am I choked up for?
Victoria_Thielen says,
sense.
dinner BRB. CMDR_Rizzle says, not quite sure what you're asking, but I believe the Phoenix tokens dropped about 30%.
Yeah, they've changed like from the 50,000 or whatever it is down to 38 or something. Well, I can access. Well, no, not really. I put all the tokens that I got into
OXNYX053 says, I say a 12 minutes YouTube on a Discord someplace, but that's like playing a TFO. Which would I rather do? Play or listen to a description of a spreadsheet breakdown?
Well, that MC Stu guy does have that video out there. Let's see. Where the hell is that at? Oh, there it is. Personal comm trader. Okay. And bank. Account bank. Yeah, these are what I got today. I got 7 rare prize tokens. 2 ultra rare.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I'm sure AI, Stu, Kasu Alsab, or Trizander has a VID, or will soon.
Yeah.
OXNYX053 says, right, 51,800 to
very
32,400.
rare.
But the quality increase was to remain the same.
Dude, I am lagging for damn no reason at all. Let's see, no, oh, no. I want to take that. Got so much going on. It's insane. AT. Yeah, Discord slows it down whenever I have it running. Lags my computer. Let's see. Michael.
OXNYX053 says, so this week, I've been home just over an hour and a half.
Wow.
CMDR_Rizzle says, at least the price remains at 40k for 10. So it's not a double loss, but less bang for your buck for sure.
Bang!
Still the best out there aside from Delta,
Right.
Omega upgrades.
Yeah, you had to pretty much just like what, 2 of them now equals what 3 used to equal, in a way, as far as the points and stuff. Which is, it's not too bad. I mean, if somebody wants it, they'll go right after that shit. I mean, I'm not gonna stop getting them.
OXNYX053 says, 3 now equals too old.
Yeah, something like that. It was like, what was it, like 51,000 tech points or whatever it was, just points or some shit with it that made it go up.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Willy Wonka. Strike that. Reverse it.
Strike that, reverse it.
CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL almost was right Scorp.
I don't know. I heard that the new ones are only 30-something. You know, so it's like 3 of those equals what the other ones used to equal. I don't know. My mind's all like twisty-turny right now about things that I need to do. It would be as bad if I didn't ever wake up late like I always do. I waste all my day sleeping. Sleep. I don't. Sleep and work. If there wasn't those 2 things, life would be great. You know. Damn it. It's like when you're on the verge of something great that you're doing, that makes you feel good. Like your body's like, oh well, let's go to sleep. Then you wake up and you're like, I don't want to do this now. Piece of shit body.
CMDR_Rizzle says, yes 3x38 equals 2 times 52 more or less.
Oh, get him. Flanking damage. So yeah.
OXNYX053 says, speaking of work, do you have a day off next week? I'm working a half week, and taking a staycation.
So far, I have seen the schedule for my work week, and it's never official until the week is over, pretty much. It shows me off Sunday and Monday. And that's liable to change, because it's already changed 3 times as of today. So, and we get this little notification on this app called Legion that shows us the schedule and all the it doesn't show that the change is, but it shows you that it's been changed. And it's like a list of this, like, change. It's so crazy.
OXNYX053 says, great. Those are the days I am working.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice you could actually see the Discord, like, text and stuff at the top there.
CMDR_Rizzle says, but I mean, they say y'all are flush with dillies, so shouldn't hurt those who have been grinding. More of a hindrance for newer players and fresh tunes, but for
Right.
those like me who have several tunes with zero, gotta be more frugal. Our Dilex dropped to about 265 today.
It dropped instead of increased? Wow. Wish ours would drop. Damn. I recommend stacking up on some Zen.
CMDR_Rizzle says, was at 275 last week.
Wow. That's crazy how, like, on the console it's so much lower than it is on PC. I guess the demand of it on PC makes it higher, like in real life.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I have 338k refined. Enough for 1200 Zen. Holding IHUD for more.
Holding it for more. Are you going to see if it keeps dropping so you get more for your Zen or whatever? I mean, I have no choice. I have to do that at 500. Which today I got some, so I'm bounced up some more. It's pretty good. I guess it's because of this whole thing that's going on here. I need to answer the dude on Discord.
CMDR_Rizzle says, not necessarily hoping for a drop, just waiting to cash in a lit so I don't nickel and dime it. I like to see big gains.
Ah. Instead of like what I've been doing. Little at a time. Like a few hundred here and there. I'm pretty proud of like my little Zen collection now. I mean, it's 15,328 or 24. And that's because today people got a lot of it, I guess, because of this whole Phoenix thing. They wanted to buy more of the Phoenix boxes. One of the cool things I found, you know how I've been playing around with that whole Timbuk, his arms held wide or whatever like that, or his arms wide, you know. There's a badge in there. I didn't even realize it. I don't know if it's been there or not, but damn. Him, Timba, his arms wide. Timba. So Kath, his arms wide open.
OXNYX053 says, Timba, his arms akimbo.
Okay, let's see. Yes. What am I doing with Python in the folder? After installing Python 2.7.13, you have to
CMDR_Rizzle says, the streamer who hipped me onto this way does the 8k per tune at a time. Only like 18 or 22 Zen per transaction. But I heard on PC, you lose a little per transaction, like they take a percentage.
Really?
Not the case on console, but I assume that's a Microsoft/Sony regulation.
Huh. I never really thought about them like taking a cut or whatever away from you. Be about right though, wouldn't it?
OXNYX053 says, they do not. CMDR_Rizzle says, don't quote me, Unky what I heard. Don't have PC so don't know for sure.
Don't know for sure. Okay, there we go. Got that one done. The grind is real. And there's the Rex. God, I wish there was a collect all button.
OXNYX053 says, but they at least used to do their best to keep an obvious differential between the sell and buy amount to make an instant Zen profit not a viable thing. OXNYX053 says, these days, it's forced locked to 500.
Ah, I forget I have this other weapon. Not like it meanders. Bucktooth Dino. They call him Billy Diney. Dino Billy? Dino Billy says hello. Well, shit. Keep shooting. Damn it. That. There we go. Press and hold button make work. Well. This guy in zone 3 in the game. Is anyone actually doing something on 2 or is it just me clearing the area? I'm like, well, it tells me you're on 3. I don't know about 2. I don't know if I'm on there. Or...
CMDR_Rizzle says, Cryptic Stream says there's billions of dilithium out there amongst PC players and I believe it. Sooner or later you stop buying rep and fleet gear, so what's left to spend it on except for Zen and fleet projects?
Right.
And given a choice, I'd rather spend it on Zen. So yeah, I can see why they needed to re-release the Vanity Shields for you. We don't get those yet, for Dilly, cause we haven't maxed our market yet. OXNYX053 says, remember in Common Core pi equals 10. Inverted Paradox says, we should make a bio-robot T-Rex for real. Once the grey aliens invade we can unleash the T-Rex on them.
For sure about those aliens? Let's just hope they annihilate the whole world at once instead of like leaving part of it, so then we don't have to worry about rebuilding.
All 20 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work. The Bob Fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
OXNYX053 says, but I want to be kept as a pet.
You want to be kept as a pet. The lone survivor.
Victoria_Thielen says, you assume the Greys wouldn't come with their own T-Rexes.
Right? Yeah, they can have their own T-Rexes. They'd be like little, like dolphins or something. They're huge. Ugh. Too busy right now to do that. Well, then. Be busy. Okay. Let's see that.
Victoria_Thielen says, aliens would never invade, they'll just wait for human stupidity and greed to wipe the species out.
Right?
Inverted Paradox says, at Victoria_Thielen, I've never seen you before. CMDR_Rizzle says, they won't have to wait long. Streamlabs says, check out Victoria_Thielen over at https://twitch.tv/Victoria_Thielen. They were last seen streaming 7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die.
Victoria_Thielen says, yep, I've been away. Health issues.
Oh? Are you okay now? $16,000. Okay, there we go. Here, we go back here, we go there. Here, over there, and over here.
Back to your station.
OXNYX053 says, so the wife bought new snails to try to control her green mold issue in her snail tank.
Snail tank.
Victoria_Thielen says, lucky. Victoria_Thielen says, wish I could get new fish/shrimps/snails for my aquarium, sad face.
Well, you need winter not to knock out the power again. I'd be afraid to
Inverted Paradox
buy
says,
anymore.
boo new Phoenix store, boo now upgrade.
Kill him there, bud. Get him. Sick him.
OXNYX053 says, it is a MK nerf, but quality chance improvement.
That stuff is so confusing. I like the automatic epic one. Those are the best. They could so have a Voth football team on here now.
OXNYX053 says, we're also getting a multi-pack of smoothie straws for me to make a faster self-starting siphon.
Self-starting siphon?
CMDR_Rizzle says, take some EC, buy few keys on market, open some infinities, score some catalysts, boom.
I love those catalyst things. Those are awesome too. The technology point wins and all of those. I used to have a bunch of them under my main character, but I wasted all of them, of course. Oh, crap. Ugh. Anti-held. Yay! Anti-held?
OXNYX053 says, siphon to drain the tank for pH, nitrate, and nitrite balancing.
Ah. Well, the last episode of Picard Season 2 came on. Now that's over. Now we can have Season 3 and then it'll be over completely. Jean-Luc Picard. The love interest between Captain Picard and Q. The reason why Q has always had a fixation on Picard.
CMDR_Rizzle says, both new episodes today made me happy. And not for the cynical reason that Picard is over. I rather like that series.
I like it whenever it gets on with the point. It's almost like, you know, Discovery is not really that bad as long as you keep it in the same, and in like where it needs to be in Star Trek, and you stop like sticking with these damn storylines no one gives a shit about. You know, that's one of the things. Like in Star Trek, like Picard, a lot of people, I mean, I didn't really, you know, I got a lot of the references from like the Voyage Home and stuff off of that, but you know, there was not really kind of space stuff, and a lot of people are upset because of that.
OXNYX053 says, at a guess, Q finds Picard hot.
Well, if you haven't watched it, I don't want to spoil it unless everyone wants it spoiled. But that was a lot of the drawback for a few people. Like I've been reading online, like it's Star Trek Picard, and if you have Star Trek in the name, it should actually have something to do with being in space. But the majority of all of it was, you know, Picard, because that's what the show's focused on. And, you know, to me, it didn't bother me either way. I mean, It had a nice little surprise at the end of it. Thought that was interesting. Well, like a few surprises actually.
Victoria _ Thielen says, couldn't get into Picard. Was a big letdown. Data asking to die after being locked in a drawer for years? Why didn't they stick him in a hollow emitter?
Locked in a drawer for years. Every once in a while, knock, knock, knock. Can I come out to pee? Knock, knock, knock. You don't pee, Data.
CMDR _ says, LOL, no one gives a shit about. It's subjective. Just cause you don't enjoy it doesn't mean the general consensus is that way. Aside from the animated series, all Trek is good Trek. I'm sure TAS has its moments and I know they use OG cast and that's cool, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Have yet to watch the newest episode of Halo. It's expected to be a letdown. So I'm holding off. Well, the next season of Picard is supposed to be like the cast, you know, kind of reuniting in a way, I suppose. Even though the people always like see each other almost on a daily basis these days. I believe it. See, in the Halo series, they they have this silver team versus blue team thing, which is blue team is what Master Chief in the books and the games and stuff is a part of. That's his like squad, you know. Well, in this series, it's called Silver Team, and it's not the same people. It's like an alternate universe of the same characters or
Victoria
something.
_ Thielen says, all Trek good Trek? Nah fam, you're welcome to enjoy what you enjoy, but that doesn't mean it's all good. Claiming it's good just because it's Star Trek is pretty sus. I am Aquathor says, okay, I think I installed the file onto Python.
Okay, did you... Okay, I'm sorry that I can't focus on that. I've been streaming, but I've been bouncing back and forth trying to. Yeah, command prompt. That's when you open that and run the command.
I am Aquathor says, I won't interrupt your stream. You're good to FO.
But
I am Aquathor says, go.
You're good to go. So you haven't had Python 2.7 this whole time with Streamlabs? I didn't think any of it would work without it, because according to the guy that made the bot, that's the only one that works is like Iron Python 2.7.13.
I am Aquathor says, I had it installed but I didn't use it to do any edits.
Oh, so you've been doing the other one to edit.
CMDR
Okay.
_ Rizzle says, I'd rather have mediocre / bad Trek than no Trek. So in the way of saying take it or leave it, I'll take it.
Take it. Take a dump.
HATE3K says, at Victoria _ Thielen, so true buddy.
So you have had Python installed, and okay, so you're just using the other thing to do an editor. I got you. Yeah, the OBS WebSocket, for that you need to in OBS Studios under the Tools drop down, click on that and turn off those alerts, because Windows will keep popping up a little alert every time that somebody uses the command. You need to set a password. I don't know what the default password was, so I just made mine password to test it. And also in the little mini scripts for the Captain lift and Thor lift need to be that same password so that it connects to OBS.
OXNYX053 says, see, I've skipped Disco and Picard due to Note even eating to pirate it from behind the paywall.
Oh, you want to just see like how it's gonna go? Well, you know, whenever Discovery came on, they first were like playing some of that on CBS. Like I think the first few episodes went straight to CBS to get people's attention or something. Yeah. I need to darken O'Neill's hair. It's a little bit too bright. For crying out loud. But yeah, the in Python, whenever you use the command, which is Python, -m, that's for module. PIP is the installer to install the module scripts and stuff, so that the script can use that if it calls for that module. And in this case, it calls for the OBS WebSocket. I put very brief description stuff and whatever in that file. Yeah. It could be a lot, dude. But it was a fun experience, like figuring that stuff out. That's one way to figure it out. I'm sure there's a better way out there because my scripting skills are like novice compared to the people out there. I suck ass at all of it. I had the bad habit way back in the day when I was doing MIRC scripting to have these super long variable names. That was always a joke to everybody that ever saw the script. But hell, I didn't know like what to name it to remember what the hell it did. That's the thing. But I was planning on making like a little how-to video of installing all of that, getting it working. Little tweaks back and forth. I tested it rigorously today on my own. I mean, by default, Streamlabs OBS and Streamlabs chatbot communicate anyway, but OBS Studios doesn't really allow it that much.
OXNYX053 says, dag nabbit. That snack left me hungry.
I hate when snacks do that. It's like, you know, you get a candy bar these days and you're like, this is it? Where's the rest of it? And as far as like the editor for Python that I use, just Notepad.
I am Aquathor says, okay, so I think I can understand what I need to replace in the scripts with the new file.
Yeah. Well, since you're taking pieces out and splicing it into your own thing, that I'm hoping that it goes great, because as it builds and gets bigger, it gets more confusing. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. The only problem I had with all of it, like this process or function that says subprocess call, it required the file name to have 2 slashes in like its location, and it's something that like the Tom dude on Discord didn't know or something. The dude's supposedly a genius at all this shit, and he couldn't figure it out for me and help me, so I had to figure it out my damn self, which is typical. So your computer's messed up or something. Yeah, right, buddy. Yeah. All 3 of them that I tested it on did the same damn thing. Somebody's obviously. What I'm thinking is, a lot of people see. Okay, Streamlabs chatbot only allows 2.7.13, which is 2.7.13, to function. It can't use anything else. It's like this form, something called Iron Python. It can't do a lot of stuff that normal Python can do, so you have to like have workarounds and stuff for it. But a lot of people will install like the newest Python, which is the 3 version, and have it kind of subroot out like the command structure to that, and that can be kind of dangerous because things change with each version of everything. The hardest part though is to get it to communicate, and that was something today. And then I had to figure out the guy that created the module has a video, or either somebody who uses the module has a video, but he was so rapid through that thing, and it was just so confusing, and he didn't have any documentation as to how and what to do to control OBS through the remote function, and it was crazy. But when I got it doing it though, I was so excited. I was like, man, this is pretty awesome. But one of the things you have to like make sure is whatever your scene name
says, so for the cap lift I need to enter the source and scene for that video, and then the Thor lift the same, right?
Yes. If whatever your scene is called, you need to do that. Put that there, and then for whatever the cap lift video, yes, it has to match the names so it knows what to do. I mean, I just have a default that says scene on my OBS.
I am Aquathor says, what if I have 2 scenes?
Maybe manually create another variable underneath the one that says scene equals, and then it says quotation marks scenes. You can just probably just put whatever scene, because there's 2 separate files, so it might work with both. I don't have a reason to have 2 scenes. Everything I have for myself is on the one scene. It just visually turn on and off, and that's what the script does. It sends through the WebSocket the command to make something visible, and then like turn it off, like make it not visible. And the timer is like how long it stays visible. But that's that part of it. I don't know. I've never had the 2 scenes at once thing going on. I didn't know you could do that. Yay.
I am Aquathor says, my just chatting scene and is different than the gameplay scene.
Just chatting scene. Oh, okay. The just chatting scene.
I am Aquathor says, so I just want to make sure when I switch scenes the video will still play.
Yeah, I would test it. Not go live or anything, but just test. You know how you can still test stuff and not be streaming. I would definitely test that back and forth. So it's a proof of concept right now. If it doesn't work, I'll tweak it and mess with it some more and stuff like that. But if it doesn't work and you're about to stream, I would revert back to an old version. Like, I'm hoping that the edits that you're doing, you're kind of saving the previous one that you knew worked.
I am Aquathor says, I have one scene for gameplay and another scene for in between gameplay.
Okay. Well, maybe it's possible to, because I know that WebSocket module said something about like it can get the scenes, but I can probably see if it can get the active scene. If it knows about an active scene, I'd have to look at it. So that dang. So that it'll get like which one is active, and then automatically like place that name for that scene, if that's possible. I mean, anything's possible. It just takes time and editing and all that, and testing. I mean, if anyone ever gets on here on my chat at like
I am Aquathor says, I will mess around with it and see what happens.
Yeah, don't blow anything up though. I was even thinking about if you had like a scene for when people fail to lift it, like maybe when they're all at the party trying to lift the hammer and nobody's able to budge it. If that were a thing like you wanted to do in the future, we just add another to it. It wouldn't be that hard. Since when you figure one part of it out, it kind of gets easier. It's just making it communicate the script to the other, and that helps it. I even found that there's something called like OBS command.exe that you apparently can do that too out there in the world. But I didn't try it. I've focused on scripts only, not actual external programs to have to use. I knew there had to be a way. It's just the guy that
I am Aquathor says, so my other idea if this works. I do wanna add a third clip where Cap budges the hammer and make it really rare as well, just not as rare as actually lifting it.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that's all possible. I mean, maybe like mess with the math on it to where it calculates a little bit differently. Because you think like a number out of 1,000 numbers, that is ultra rare. But I've seen how many times lift gets used in your chat, so that's it's not really that much. But or just change the odds in a way, or look up a better way to change the odds. I know that Chatbot has those parameters things or whatever for certain things you can do for the script. But I like to go outside of that and actually use the programming language to be in more control of it, rather than the automatic things that they can do for that.
I am Aquathor says, yeah exactly. So I have the odds set as max 10,000:1 and the minimum odds 1,000:1. OXNYX053 says, oh right, you're stocking up to get the 10th anniversary pack.
Oh hell yeah. And I'm not doing too bad, look, 15.
I am Aquathor says, I let the viewers use channel points to raise and lower.
Really? That's pretty cool. So they can raise their chance by using channel points. That's interesting. Now, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, it's possible to, I guess, script and use APIs to get actual Twitch information for that. We have to use it raw.
I am Aquathor says, so it pits them against each other. LOL. I am a KTLUL. I am a KTLUL. I am a KTLUL.
So
CMDR_Rizzle says, 4K more to go. It's 19,750 on sale or thereabouts.
Yeah, whenever it becomes on sale. Now that's an evil god there. I am Aquathor. That's an evil god.
I am Aquathor says, but as long as I can go into the script and edit the number, it's not a big deal. LOL.
Yeah, you just edit it to like where nobody gets it every once in a while, like make the odds even worse. And they're like going, "Oh my gosh." And they just keep pumping stuff into it and nothing's happening. It's almost like the lottery in real life. Riz, I don't think the bundle's on sale right now. Whenever it comes out, though, that's the thing. Yeah, when it comes out, it's usually what it was.
I am like Aquathor says, it took 4 months of lifting for someone to lift it this past time.
Wow. 4 months. Man. You can see that by like the count increase.
I am Aquathor says, and I stream like 40 to 50 hours a week.
Holy shit. Wow. So that would be nice to like keep a data thing about that, like in file or something where oh man, they knocked it down too fast. Son of a bitches. To where like how often, like put like a date and time on it where to like make a log file of
CMDR_Rizzle says, I understand that, but when it comes back, it will be on sale typically, right? When's the last time they had it in there for full price?
Well, the last time is when they had it on sale. I think the original price was what, 30,000 Zen, which in real life would be $300.
I am Aquathor says, it makes it a really big deal when someone actually does it, which is awesome. I also send them a signed hammer when it happens.
Oh wow, in real life hammer. That's pretty awesome. That's not going to be enough shots in that thing, is it? Oh, it was. Okay.
All 3 silos
wow.
are under Allied control. Excellent work.
That is pretty sweet. Now that's interactive right there.
The Bob Fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
I'm not that interactive. But I'm slowly building up to doing certain things and whatnot. Of course, you're one of those like long time streamers too, aren't you? You're like Victoria Thalen. She streams like 10 hours at a time sometimes. I don't see how y'all do that. I mean, I barely can do 3.5 until I'm like, bleh, not interactive. Yeah, a little oxymoron. I can see where that goes both ways, looking away. Not interactive, but yet giving interactive stuff. But my achievement idea, though, that's going to be part of it there. I could probably change it to be like a different way it looks and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully that'll be interactive. I just need to be able to get information from Twitch. just like with your ideas and stuff like that. I've been trying to figure that out too. What is that? Okay.
OXNYX053 says, the secret to streaming that much is not letting work consume you.
Not letting work consume me? Well, you talking about like real life work or working in the game? Like what I'm doing now, that's the boring part. The so-called paperwork that a lot of people avoid because of the grind. I could probably make it more entertaining, but I'm not entertaining at all. I'm just playing this, let's see. The fun stuff, I don't know, like whenever I get through streaming and when I can't sleep or something, and that's when I'll be doing some scripting and stuff. And if anybody ever pops onto the chat on Twitch when I'm testing it, you'll see all the shit that I'm doing on there. The 1,000 lines of all this bullshit. It's really annoying to most people, but to me it's fun.
OXNYX053 says, you're showing a min/max deal grind thing.
Minimum max grind deal thing. Let's go here, see if no one's there.
CMDR_Rizzle says, according to the wiki, it releases periodically, which I knew, at a discount. The discount doesn't always last the whole release. So for instance, it's possible the next time it drops, it will be, for sake of argument, a 4-week release, but the discount is only good for 2 of them. CMDR_Rizzle says, average about 19,500 on sale.
So yeah, I knew it was around like 19 something the last time. I just didn't know if they did that every time. 17 Battlezone command credits, nice. So right as we're doing this right now, I'm like going through my head as to like scripting that lift thing. I'm like running through all the scenarios. Check to see if scene is active. If active, use scene name this something. I can't help it. I do that at work too. I said, "What are you doing? What are you staring at?" I said, "I'm not. I'm working."
OXNYX053 says, "Do they still sell the ship only pack?"
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the ship only pack was like 30,000 Zen at a discount to 1950 like before on there. But then they had the one that has like the ships and all this other garbage with it, you know, that was like about, what was it, 50 or 60? I think it was 60,000 Zen, which is $600 freaking in real life. Who in the world would do that? That's insane. Who the hell would spend 300? I just can't. I couldn't do that. I just can't. I'm not gonna like throw money at a game that is so crazy. I mean, I would definitely like say if this game were one of those $60 games, you know, like whenever you're on Xbox or you're through Steam, PC, whatever, and they average about like $59. All these games always do, and I would buy the game, you know, in a way, if that were the case. But no, they want to like make you subscribe for like hundreds of dollars. It's like buying the game, but for hundreds of dollars.
CMDR_Rizzle says, you can't because you can't. But if you could, would you? Like if you had a great job and could afford it.
I still wouldn't. That's just, it's not in me to like to be wasteful.
CMDR_Rizzle says, not to shit on your job, but you do that yourself lol.
Yeah, my job is shit. That's for sure. I mean, and financially, you know,
HATE3K says, lol.
financially, I'm okay. Like if I lost my job, maybe like a month or two can go by and I wouldn't be that affected. But even if I like had hit, say if I hit the lottery, right? That wouldn't change really anything at all. I mean, I've gotten so used to like not having anything, and like the joy that I get out of doing anything is mostly like stuff I've already like got, like this computer that I have here, and downloading this game for free. This free game is more joyful to me than something I pay for. And if it was with a pay game, then yeah, it's just, I don't know. I've often thought about it, like if I ever actually had money. I mean, but yeah, and like
CMDR_Rizzle says, get your stream numbers up. AMD be one of those YTERS who get paid to open packs.
That's so crazy. Or those stupid reaction videos. The fake reaction videos.
OXNYX053 says, I know a hand and foot full of people that bought the 10th Annie ship only pack. The only guy I know that bought the big pack is on lifetime disability/welfare.
Oh wow. I mean, if something gives you joy.
CMDR_Rizzle says, stupid? Yes. But can't knock the hustle.
Yeah, I mean, if it gives somebody joy to buy stuff like that, a little adrenaline boost or whatever, sure, you know. Me though, nah. The boost I get is like from creating something and seeing people's like joy out of it or something, you know, like that. Like I remember back like when I was doing MIRC, you know, and I would make a little things here or there for people, and they'd say, "Oh, great, thanks," you know, that would be enough. That's it, you know, just making someone happy. Or whenever you've taught someone something and they're actually learning, you see that look on their face. I'm like, that's what teachers see, you know. It's that kind of thing.
Paradox says, I only got around 8 rares, 3 VRs and 1 Ultra in that free promo pack and free box. OXNYX053 says, Gearbox's TOS has me hoping they're bring back a Foundry.
Oh yeah, I saw that popped up. I didn't read it. I just accepted it because, you know, I don't like to read. Does it say something about bringing back the Foundry for real? That would be awesome. Uh-oh, I accidentally got the thingy.
OXNYX053 says, but more sure it is just a universal TOS to cover all bases.
Cover everybody's ass. No exploiting the game or else we'll kick your ass. What about those people that, like, you know, they play games and they read through all that TOS stuff, but they buy things for like this game.
OXNYX053 says, Article 14 is all about user-made content. CMDR_Rizzle says, or Scorpy, take those script code writing skills to use and go work for Cryptic. Get paid to play LOL.
I would hate to
Inverted
see
Paradox
that.
says, Scorp, what did you get in your free Phoenix boxes?
You mean is like what ones I got? Because I didn't use them. I showed them off a little bit ago. A while ago. Let me get to a safe place and I can pop it back open and show you.
HATE3K says, know that the last thing he should do. It will ruin him.
Ruin! I'm already ruined. I'm already rotten from the inside. No, I'd hate to see what this game code looks like for this thing.
OXNYX053 says, yeah, what tokens did you get?
Okay, why did it go to there? Did I click on the progress game? Let's see.
CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL, I wasn't serious. The minute it becomes a job, it's no longer fun.
That is so true. It's like when I was at work, getting off of work the day that I did and didn't need to work. There's like mass confusion at work, and we helped out our crew, like getting the fresh truck out and stuff without being on the clock. Now that right there was fun, but a little mischievous. Now, if they know about it, then they're like, "You're fired." Just being helpful. They fire you for being helpful. They sure don't want you to talk to people.
HATE3K says, that is what those idiot developer lost long ago.
The drive for fun and excitement. See, that's what I like about, like, if Star Trek were real, you know how they've done away with money and all that kind of stuff. And like, what drives you? Oh, the personal something. To me, that's what I'm doing now, except for having to actually work and make money and pay bills. But yeah, I'll never, you know, like I said, I didn't get on here.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I'd have left it. Pay me OT or get someone else to do it. My time ain't free.
Well, that was the thing, like, whenever we're, say if you're like two people there and one of you is constantly on the register and this truck comes in, well, it's like 100 and something, like frozen and cold stuff.
Aquathor says, IT worked.
It worked? It's working for you? That's awesome. I'm glad. Nice. As long as you turn off those alerts. You don't want Windows, because I didn't know about turning the alerts off today when I was testing it, so it kept just...
Aquathor says, it works on the one scene. Now to figure out the second scene.
Yeah, that would be like either
OXNYX053 says, at Aquathor nice.
That would be like a maybe have to at the time manually just change the name for the scenes in between, or well, if it were possible to move the arguments over from one to no, it would be. I'm gonna have to figure out like how it would know, because you're only gonna have one scene active at a time, correct? I mean, instead of having two overlaid one on top of the other, I think one would overdo. Endeavors is blinking. Max shield space. Uh-oh. We're about to have max shields full. Yay. Hip hip hooray. Yay. It's little joys I get.
At Tanagra.
At Tanagra. Tamok, though. No. Tamok. Ah, damn it, I misspelled it.
Tamak. The River Tamak. In winter.
They had that badge.
Aquathor says, one scene active at a time, but also sometimes I switch scenes mid-clip, and since the clip is in both scenes, it doesn't interrupt anything and keeps finishing the clip.
Okay. Well, I wonder if it's possible for that that module, because there's this thing, like if you go to Python's directory and you go to site packages, you'll see where it'll say like OBS WebSocket, And there in that file is like this. There's these little lists of what the functions do. It just doesn't really tell you until there's an error, like which direction to put them in. But it'll have like maybe there's something there to see if this scene is active, or determine which one is active and set it as the current one to play it through. Maybe that can happen. I'm sure it can. It's just a question and looking at it.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I got that badge on a tune, forget which one. I never change my badges, I just collect them. I am Aquathor says, well, no need. It works in both scenes.
Seriously. Like no matter what, it just works. Is that good or bad?
I am Aquathor says, I am a KTHYPED, 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 I am a KTHYPED. I am Aquathor says, it's good.
Nice. Okay. Wow, that's interesting, because that would mean that the coding that the guy used just ignores the scene anyway.
I am Aquathor says, emotes love your text to voice LOL.
That's right. It reads it completely. I have a thing where I made a detector that can take it out of there. If I ever needed to do that. It made me happy that day. Let's see, we change over. That's pretty sweet though. I didn't know that it would just automatically like say, okay, do this or not. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, the two clips that I used to test was the hammer one that I showed you a video of me testing that one, and Thor, was Fat Thor, like holding his hand out, at the alternate Asgard.
I am Aquathor says, it might be how I have the clips set up in OBS.
It could be. There's no telling. I mean, there's so many factors involved, but if it works, that's what you want. Well, however you got there, it automatically said, okay, I know what this dude wants. We're going to make this happen. That's pretty sweet. That makes me happy. To know that it just automatically works. And the fact that that can be useful for other things and stuff. Like, I for the longest time, I was trying to figure out why the subprocess command or function that comes with Python was not working for me, And I tried everything that I found on the internet, the fixes and stuff, and even asked that guy Tom, on Discord, and he's like, well, your computer's just messed up. You did something to your computer. Well, thanks a lot. Way to give up on me, buddy. Way to give up. But, and then figuring that out was fun. Who'd have thought? Double backslashes.
I am Aquathor says, so next to figure out how to add a third video of Cap barely moving the hammer, and I think it will be completely finished with that command.
Sweet. Well, yeah, all you would have to do, if you have the video of it, which I don't know if you do or not, just create the new source in the scene and copy one of those files, the py file, because it calls for those files, and name it like nolift, I guess, .py, because py is Python. And go in there, just change that up, and then go through the scripting for when, if failed, just add that subprocess thing and tell it where it needs to find that file. I mean, you can see it in the top of the script that I gave you, where it says like path to Caplift, path to Thor, all that. Just copy those two lines, because the next line under that is it replaces single backslashes with double backslashes, is all, so that it would know where to find the file correctly. But yeah, it's just a copy paste type situation after that, and it can go on forever pretty much. I mean, you just need to tell it like the timing. You have to. I don't know if you saw it like in the scripts or whatever. I have it where it's like you just have to tell it how long the clip lasts. And if you tell it to like make one visible for 10 seconds and the clip's 20 seconds long, then it'll cut off at 10 seconds. So you have to manually tell it, okay, hey, this is it. Hell, we could even throw that off into a configuration file. I mean, or do like the other scripts that Streamlabs can do and have like a little, was it like a Java thing on the side? That's pretty sweet.
I am Aquathor says, yeah, I can do all of that, but it's more about the odds on when to play the third video.
True. Well, whenever, if they failed to lift it, I mean, that would be when it would play. Or not fail. There's so many combinations of however you want it to do. Like, so many stipulations and stuff. That's those if then else statements that are always
I
encoding.
am Aquathor says, right now it's if this then that, but the third video would be if this then that and that.
Oh, it's amazing. Else if this, else if that. If then else statements. I've seen those things go on for miles. So many different combinations of things. It's all about, like, you think through like a problem, like say you want this. Well, if you don't have this, then do this instead. Well, if you don't have that either, do this instead of that. You know, it just it can go on forever.
OXNYX053 says, shortstop.
Shortstop.
I am Aquathor says, say the fail odds would be 10,000:1, but the budge odds could be 7,000:1.
Yeah. It's all about the odds, though. I mean, you can change that stuff up. I was just using basic math that's built into Python for all of that, but it's all about, like, if a number equals a certain number, you know, or if it's between. I mean, you can have it where it's in a range of numbers too. Like, say, if the number that it randomly generates or comes up with is in range of these other two in the random numbers, do that instead.
I am Aquathor says, and people would freak if they moved it but didn't lift up LMAO.
Yeah, you could add that. It's just to be an if statement, like within the odds type thing. Like I'm saying, within a range of odds. That would be fun. And I noticed one thing that I didn't intend for it to do anyway was when I played the command, it would, or when I played like lift, it would play the video first to let you see what was going to happen, and then it would say, you know, the message. And I was like, well, it's not supposed to do that, but that's pretty cool. I mean, in the order of how things are like thrown out there, the message is supposed to come before the actual video playing. But hey, it worked out. On my end, I don't know about your end, but my end, it opens up a lot of possibilities for things and ideas. It's definitely been a fun challenge, I'll tell you that. I have to work tomorrow and day after that, and apparently I'm off Sunday for some reason. Never been off on a Sunday. What's that like? A lot of what I'm doing for my little script thing, it's an achievement system. I have it where it'll send the information to a database file onto my web server, and I have to still build the page for that to automatically generate using PHP and style sheets and visuals and all that kind of stuff, and then convert the math over and things, because right now it just uses GMT or GM timing or whatever that's in there as a base for a number sequence code that can be turned into an actual date and time that can go between all programming languages.
All 3 silos are under Allied control.
Whee.
Excellent work.
Then I had to figure out if I'm going to do a search feature for that. I don't know, like, or if you just type your name in and it automatically go to the page. I don't know.
Engage transporters. Troops inbound.
Maybe I can do it like Xbox does it, where you log in to your own thing and can see it that way. That would be a task. I've done it before. It uses sessions in web browsing. It could be a pain in the ass too.
I am Aquathor says, I actually love the video playing first. It will alert me and I will be able to react to them actually lifting it in real time.
That's pretty awesome. So it does that for you too then. The video first. That's pretty sweet. And it's not even, that's the thing, it's not written that way, but it works that way. It's so backwards. That's what I'm telling you, like, if you were to run or able to run the Python script just straight through Python and not like the bot, it
I
may
am
do it
Aquathor
backwards.
says, and with so many people lifting it at the same time, nobody would know who actually lifted it, but knowing someone lifted it.
That's a thing too. You may have to put like some sort of a cooldown in that if you don't want people spamming the hell out of it, unless that's what you want. I don't know. It would go one at a time, script wise. But if something's already playing invisible, I mean, I did see on the WebSocket settings and stuff, you can make it stop a clip and then play a clip, or stop video, play video, or restart video kind of thing. And I don't think it would be fun to, like, in the middle of playing one, to just stop and restart it again. You know, that would suck. I think one at a time is a good thing, though. And that's how scripts work, though. They go from one, and they go through it, then they go through
I
it
am
again.
Aquathor says, oh, I don't care about spam. The bot will know exactly who fails and who succeeds.
That's right, it will. Because it does go by a list. And you get a lot of people in your chat, so that thing will probably be flying by all the time. That is a pretty cool idea, though. And you make it real by having like the actual hammer you give them. That's what's awesome.
I am Aquathor says, I doubt I will worry about anyone lifting and interrupting anyone.
What about like the people that are already inside? So we can change the script to do this. People who are already have lifted it, and would it need to play like a different clip, a different message, versus those who lift it for the first time? You know, there's so many options out there for changing that up, and it's just if statements and things that can make that happen. It's mostly understanding the differences between all of that. Because what it does now, and I don't know if you've done this yet, but the whole worthy file, right? All it does, it reads the whole file over
I
to
am
an array.
Aquathor says, the people who are already worthy don't really use the command.
Oh man, okay. That's kind of sad in a way. I mean, it's like they done it and they like, oh well, got that done.
I am Aquathor says, they only use it to flex their worthiness. I am a KTLUL. I am a KTLUL.
Wow. It's just to show they're still doing it, huh? That's funny. And I can tell you right now, I've been using that command like nothing, in, you know. But I've been testing it. That's one thing. But yeah, it takes all the names of the whole list and turns it into an array, a file, a list inside the script, and looks inside of that for each one to see if their name is there. And that can be challenging if it becomes like an issue of too many. You know, it will slow it down, you know, the more it has to read. But if you have a good computer, it won't do it. It'll just be like a little blip. And 50 plus people or whatever in that list or whatever, that shouldn't slow it down at all. It's mostly like those like files that have thousands and
I
thousands
am
of
Aquathor
things.
says, I'm super stoked on it.
But as long as it's like working the way you want it to now, and like I said, I'm hoping that you're keeping backups of the ones
I am
you've used
Aquathor
before.
says, it saves me from playing the video manually.
Oh yeah, I hate manual stuff. I had thought about like you know, well, I do manual for a lot of things. I go into the actual like the OBS program itself and, you know, trigger things, and because I don't have a Stream Deck or anything, but or I'll use the chat and I'll type in a command myself, you know. And I was always wondering if well, there should be a way to do it, to voice activate kind of that kind of stuff, you know, like play clip this or that, but or it's just circumstances in the chat that the bot knows when I want to play it. Like after so many lines of code, just like, or lines of text in the chat, just automatically just pop it, you know. But that's what timers are for. I mean, I've got Stream Elements where it automatically plays files or plays commands. I have a flush command that makes a noise, and Streamlabs will do that every once in a while, which is odd because I don't really have it enabled anymore, but it still does it.
I am Aquathor says, I chose Chatbot because I can do auto shout out events. I also have a couple other scripts I'm interested in. Like I need to figure out how to have it play a video when I get a raid.
Oh yeah, that could. Well, there you go. With part of what's going on, like with this script, that can be put into something like that. You know, it solves a problem for the next thing, which is pretty interesting. Because the chatbot knows when your channel gets raided. So yeah, on raid do this or whatever in the script. May have to use raw data for that. I don't know. I need to. Well, I have it logging right now. Like I have a raw data log file that is constantly created, so that I can see when events happen in the chat. So like for future projects that I may have or may not
I am
have.
Aquathor says, yeah, this script unlocks some stuff.
Yeah, and it's so interesting that one thing can make something else happen. But I would need like so like since you're using Streamlabs chatbot, it sees so much stuff that we don't see whenever it's on here, like stuff's happening, and there's this huge line of text that shows this information if you log it, and that's what I'm doing now is logging that, so that if anybody raids, I'll see what the raid thing does and be able to take apart from that and make it work the way I want it to, versus just relying on the bot itself. You can rely on scripting where you have more control and make it do stuff. Or, well, there is this built into Streamlabs chatbot is an OBS remote. You'll see this like under the connections tab on there. Yeah, I don't have a Halo one. That's the thing. What would it play? What would it play if I had Halo?
I am Aquathor says, I would also like to play a little video when someone hosts my channel as well.
Oh yeah, well, that would be cool too. Well, that could be a built-in thing. Since it's the OBS WebSocket, since you put that in your studio, you can use the built-in.
CMDR_Rizzle says, the opera chant.
Oh, the actual like yeah, in the connections tab at the bottom left in Streamlabs chatbot, you'll see that little figure person there. And that's the connections that connect the bot to your chat, which you've used. I'm hoping that, well, yeah, you'd have to if the bot's there. But there's a thing that says OBS remote, and that is the WebSocket connecting thing again. And it alerts me whenever I did that though. But also there's OBS parameters, like it's I use the Streamlabs OBS ones, but you can download the OBS script by itself.
CMDR_Rizzle says, or the shield recharging.
Or random sound. I could do the random sound for Halo, just a bunch of stuff. I mean, I thought I had one for Halo, like the sounds of like the announcer, but anyway, yeah, OBS remote parameters is what it's called.
CMDR_Rizzle says, the lil grunts scream, they're everywhere.
And I can actually show you that too whenever I get the opportunity. But all you do is like you're doing, I'm doing for the scripting, but it's built into that, which is done by command in a certain way to where it will tell OBS to play something versus the scripting method. The only reason like your lift command uses the scripting methods because you can't put all of that, all those if statements and stuff within just one response from the bot. It has to be different for a lot of it. But that's a thing. Just look up OBS remote parameters for Streamlabs chatbot, and if you install that script, it will allow you to to make that happen, because I actually tested it before I made the script just to see if it worked correctly with the WebSocket. And all you do then is if you go through the README file, it'll tell you like how, when, and where, and what, and all this stuff to do on certain commands. And maybe even raids. It may do it for raids. I don't know. I've never tried it. If not, there's always a way. It can be scripted. That's for damn sure. Somehow it can be scripted. As long as the bot can see it and then put it into like something to say this triggered whatever. Yeah, it can happen. You just gotta make it. You just gotta go through the whole thing. I don't know, like in Streamlabs chatbot. Look at that real quick. So now I'm getting my focus on that. Does it have a section for rating? Like one of these quick side options on the left? Command, no. Dashboard, subscribers. That'd be a good thing too. Play a video and subscribe. Well, it already kind of does if you use like one of the features. But you can make it, you can control it yourself though. That'd be a thing. They're everywhere. I love the grunts. I mean, I could rip the sounds directly out of Halo and put them into something. I've done that. I've replaced sound files in Halo for funny shit. You can download the whole grunt wording and all that kind of stuff. Grunts are pretty sweet. And I didn't think about it until like during the Halo TV series, how big a grunt really is. Because you always look at them like thinking they're so tiny, right? But in the Halo series, they're about like as tall as
I am
normal
Aquathor
person.
says, I need to attach the videos to subs and whatnot as well. I haven't done it, so I push a button each time it happens.
See, you make that automatic too. Of course, you can also if you ever do like just use Streamlabs, like the website, it has that cloud bot thing which can connect to your stream, and anytime someone subscribes, it automatically like plays something anyway. And I have that, and I think it just plays a zombie or something, or it plays like Scorpion doing something. It's a GIF file, GIF. But I think you can also do video files. I think a chatter that I have on here named Murdoch's, he actually has a video that plays, and he uses that. So it's kind of a built-in thing just on the streaming thing itself versus on the computer. Or you can just make it play a scene. I mean, that can happen now that remote parameters are working. I always fall for this every time I go over here to do this.
I am Aquathor says, so I want to get to a point almost everything is automated, so the mods need to just chat with people and moderate chat, lol.
Yeah. That way they can ban people and not have to go, oh, wait, hold on.
I am Aquathor says, I don't want to use Cloudbit because it overlaps too much with Chatbit.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you can have everything in Chatbot. And there's supposed to be a way like to back up data. Like I can't figure it out. I mean, it backs up commands, but it won't back up my sounds, and that makes me kind of worried. But what if my computer crashed and and I have a backup file just for the commands, but then I have to manually like insert all these sounds again? That would really suck. And why can't I find anything to? Okay, here we go. I got lost there for a second. I found myself though. I'm good. Okay, got that. Refine my 8,000 dilithium for the day on that character. Withdraw that. Put that there. Go over here. 40,000. No, it stormed. The internet actually went out today. I was like, I had my Discord open, and I was telling everybody like, if you don't see me streaming today or night, whatever time it is for you, it only means that my either power's out or the internet's out. And then shortly after I said that, the internet went out. Like shit. But it came back. I was happy. Okay. Are you kind of like in the process of all this? Are you kind of seeing programming language, like kind of understanding it a little more each time, like kind of figuring out what this means? You know, if this equals that. See, mostly like Python, it doesn't use a lot of brackets in its programming language, versus other ones will use like circle brackets at the end, little swirly ones, or you know, something else to like contain all of it. Python is very strict on spacing. Like you have to tab over to this or whatever to make sure. And that was the thing that was getting me on a lot of the scripting when I first started Python, because I was always used to like brackets containing stuff. Like if you had an if statement in Perl, for instance, or PHP or anything, you have if variable equals something or whatever variable, you would have like the little squiggly bracket open, and then put your stuff in there, then close the bracket to let it know it's contained in this if statement. But Python, you don't know where it begins or stops. It's kind of confusing because they don't use brackets. I think you can, but it's not required. It just makes it a little harder to read, in my opinion. That and the change up of a lot of the else ifs and all that kind of stuff, it's different. But it's all about the same kind of talking. You're supposed to be able to read it. If anybody programs something, you're supposed to be able to look at it and kind of read it out like it's a language, because it's a programming language.
I am Aquathor says, I have noticed some things for sure. I can replicate some of it for sure, but I don't understand how it all works yet.
Ah, you will. The more you look at it and play with it, the more you'll figure it out. It's like I was saying, variables. That's the term for like those little things I have at the top there. Usually in most programming languages, there's like this little dollar sign in front of it, so it knows this is a variable, or there's an ampersand symbol with the and in front of it, meaning this is an array or something. But in Python, it could be anything, equals something, depending on how you bracket it a different way. It's so crazy, though. If it's in the square bracket, that's like an array. An array is just a list of, what's a list? That's pretty much what it is. And you have your for each statements, your while loops, all kinds of things. Like if you have a list, an array list, you can say like in Python, give it a random name just so it knows what you're doing. In list, well, do this for every one of them. Print it out. It's best to make like a hello world script, they say, when you first learn, to where you just type the word. It's like you say if you're going to make your own Python script right now, like from scratch. Well, all you would need to do in Windows, not in Linux. If you're in Linux, it's a totally different ballgame. But if you're in Windows, you can just type the word print, circle bracket, the word hello in quotes, and then a circle bracket to end it, save the file, run the file in command prompt or Python, and it'll say hello. And that's like the first script for everything. You don't have to worry about the shebang line that's in there, which that can be damn confusing too. If you're using Linux, Unix, or any other kind of operating system, sometimes you have to have the shebang line to be the first line in everything, which it's always like number sign, exclamation point in the path to the program that will run the script. And that's the shebang, because it goes to the boom, like the big bang. But Windows, I read that Python and other programming languages don't really require it. Or Python doesn't require it, so you can leave it out. Which is kind of scary. And I also found that in the Windows Store, you can download Python straight from that son of a bitch. Let's go crazy. Oh my god, really? Emote only mode? Holy cow. I didn't know that was a thing. See, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Maybe that should be like a little achievement. That would really suck. Emote only mode. I'm glad you disabled it. Hate. you imagine being stuck on emote only? It's like that time that I had heard from people playing Star Trek one time where the chat was broken, so all they can do is just use emotes.
Rizzle says, Judas too high. OXNYX053 says, so there is a sommelier doing videos mixing up drinks using Malort in place of the normal alcohol. As well as trying bottom shelf drinking things.
Bottom shelf drinking things.
HATE3K says, LOL.
Videos mixing up drinks? Wow. In place of normal alcohol as well as trying bottom shelf drinking thing. Huh. What do they do? Change the can't drink on stream thing or something and to like non-alcoholic? They've been doing a lot of that to a bunch of people though, like changing up the terms of service so that their videos or their streaming doesn't get monetization or whatever. Like I was reading the other day about that Amaranth or Amaranth, I cannot freaking pronounce that shit. Fuck. Like since her videos are so sexually like active looking.
CMDR_Rizzle says, people smoke herb 9 and stream. Why would alcohol be an issue?
You never know. It's just a thing that Twitch is weird about. Some people like they'll get copyright strikes for nothing sometimes if they like are too popular or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put something in there about anything anymore. Because there was something about sexual content or whatever, and she like kind of rides that fine line, you know. And so they've changed something to where she can't get monetized ads or anything, or ad revenue or anything like that anymore. And it's pissed her off. But you never know. You know. That's just the thing. I mean,
OXNYX053 says, Malort tastes like dishwater mixed with vinegar. And it's YouTube.
Oh, it's YouTube. That's different, yeah. But it's almost like if your channel is really, really super popular with like thousands of people, and it gets a little too high up there, you know, and the like making the money for them, it's like they try to kill the channel or something, try to find reasons from what I've read. But hell, I mean, ad revenue or not, certain channels like that are like riding the fine line, it's mostly like subscribers and stuff that keep it active, and bits and donations and stuff like that, which sure you can do bits and things. I don't really necessarily care for them. I mean, I'm not on here to make money. I'm just here to play games and have fun
CMDR_Rizzle
talking.
says, okay, but if they take ad revenue away, they still have viewer donations.
Yeah. And that was the thing, like she was pissed off about the ad revenue thing, but she's still like making like tremendous amounts of dollars just by subscribers or something. I mean, the way the ads donate, okay, if I looked at mine right now, it would be less than like 50 cents for the whole almost year I've been streaming.
CMDR_Rizzle says, dollar bills y'all.
Dollar
I
bill.
don't make it rain, I make it hail.
You make it hail.
CMDR_Rizzle says, ha ha ha.
Instead of dollar bills, you make it hail with dollar coins. That way it knocks people in the head.
Says, get it? 'Cause all I got is change.
All you got is change. All I got is change, son. Wouldn't that be something? Like, put a little thing out there. I will be at certain whatever building at New York, and I'm gonna like throw all this money, you know, down through here, all these dollars, and people will think, oh wow, we're gonna pick up money, you know, dollars, but then it'd be coins, and everybody get hit in the head and have to go to the hospital. That would suck. Especially if you like slingshot them down or something, you know, like with more of a force, but then it would get to a constant state of fall anyway. But still, because they'll be out there thinking, oh, it's going to be paper money to float down and I'll catch it or whatever. And then it'll like actually be coins. You know? Damn. That'd be one hell of a prank if you had money, you know. Or just tell somebody you're gonna like rent a plane or something and do that in the middle of a field and see how many people show up, and just start throwing actual money at people.
CMDR_Rizzle says, if it was dollars from that high up, it won't land on that street. It'll land a couple blocks over 'cause wind.
Right? Yeah. Well, you'd have to get somebody there to guess like what the wind's gonna be like that day, I guess. Or just the fun of watching people wander around looking for stuff like that. What was there was a video, I think it was Daily Dose of Internet, where he showed a video of like this, I think it was a bank truck or something, you know, one of those that carry the cash around. It had like turned over and the back opened up and it was blowing all this money out in the road, like this 4-lane road. And people were just like scrounging around, grabbing up as much as they could. Thinking, greedy bastard. That would be my little thing, like to sit in like a chair and just watch the chaos. Think to myself, my gosh, really, people? I mean, it was something whenever Y2K was going on and everybody thought that the world was going to end then. Just to sit there and just go, oh my gosh, look at all these people like running the grocery stores, going crazy, you know. Or hell, you know, whenever COVID, you know, people with toilet paper and canned foods and all this kind of stuff, and you know, and nobody wanted to help.
CMDR_Rizzle says, all right, I'm out. Y'all take care.
Oh, okay.
All three
Well, thanks for
silos are
popping
under
in,
Allied
Riz.
control. Excellent work.
That was pretty awesome. More interactive. Hopefully I didn't piss you off to leave, though.
Forces engage
I'm
transporters. Troops inbound.
becoming bad about that for somehow. I don't know. Oh, I need to call for support for Chams there. I don't think I got him off for Ushanka a while ago. I might need to do that, because she requires more. I need to go back to Ushanka, my other character.
OXNYX053 says, L8R.
Text to speech. You know, now that I've figured out like how that works, in a way,
CMDR_Rizzle says, "Nah, you good. Gonna go say what's up to Triz real quick before I actually turn the Xbox off. I need to let it rest a while."
oh yeah, you don't need to let that thing get too hot. At least it's not an early model Xbox 360. You know, those were prone to like really, what was it, like wrap a towel with it to resolder the joints and junk back together in there. What the hell? Ah, damn it. I pressed the wrong button. I was wondering why I was in space all of a sudden.
CMDR_Rizzle says, OMG, I went through 3 of them.
The red ring of death for real. Does Xbox One have that? Like a way of it? Or did they finally fix it? I think the guy that developed that got fired from Microsoft years ago or whatever because of how many were going bad. My my Master Chief Legendary Xbox 360, the green one, it would be prone to that, and I barely ever played that. I played Halo and I put that sucker up. That was all I did with that thing.
CMDR_Rizzle says, not yet. Mine blew up for different reason.
Another one, or the one you're using blew up? What? How do you blow up an Xbox? Like Ultimate Gamer catches house on fire with Xbox explosion. Something like that. A quest for achievements, a gamer doesn't turn Xbox off for like 3 solid years or something. Anyway. You know, it'd be a different reason. You could get you a keyboard you can actually type instead of using the controller. Man, you got to be awesome with that controller if you're doing that. I miss the chat pad. I have that for the Xbox 360.
CMDR_Rizzle says, the one I had before this one. I have the Slim S style now but had the big black one that literally went pop and shut down for good. Still had a disc inside.
Oh, wow.
Back to your stations. The bots have returned.
Did you get the disc out? I'm hoping you'll say yes.
CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL, this is via my phone. Just use Xbox to watch.
Oh, okay. Damn, you're pretty fast on a phone. See, I've never done that with a phone. I have a dumb phone, so if I ever were to text, it would take for damn ever. But I've seen people use their the thumbs like that's amazing. Yeah, I gave up on phone stuff years ago. I miss my Motorola Razr flip phone. That was like the best phone. I still have it too. I can guarantee it. I can get that sucker out right now, turn it on, because it would still have a charge. Refined 56.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I did. Took it to friend's house and we had to disassemble the box and broke the drive open. Luckily disk was unharmed.
Broke the drive open. Oh my gosh. There should be like a release function somewhere on there, I would think. Usually, like I know for computer disk drives or whatever, there's like this little tiny like pinhole where you can put like a paper clip in and push, and it will retract the disk drive. I don't know. Well, if it wasn't working, break it open. Who cares, right? That would suck if you're renting a game and then had to return it, but it was stuck in there. That would really suck. What was I doing? Oh, yes. I was going back to Ushanka because I was unclear as to if I got all those for her or not. All these characters I create are in my head, too, now. Their own little personality and twerks. It's like playing Sims.
CMDR_Rizzle says,
okay.
Allen wrenches, but we didn't have right size. At this point we already had the drive removed from system and just salvaged game.
Okay. I got you. Man, that had to suck, though. Wonder if it was like a power supply problem and that was it. Like if you could have replaced the power supply inside of the Xbox. But did it use external? I'm trying to... Well, I've never had an Xbox One, so I couldn't tell you. It's just 360s is all I got. My stepdad has a 360. I've got 2 of them, which is the Halo one that I saved up for and only played Halo 3 on because it only had like a 10 gig hard drive in it. And that's a snap-on top hard drives, you know. Oh, high-tech shit. Huh. Alright, who's next? It's the Archer, so me now. And I think this is the last day for me to actually get the red alert at 10 or whatever. Or the full red alert and then dilithium after that. Which means I have to do this twice to get dilithium. Or would it do dilithium? Yeah, it does dilithium. Yeah, okay.
OXNYX053 says, other reasons could be like an M80.
Yeah, that would definitely put a damper on your Xbox day, wouldn't it? Yep, okay. Hey, we're going to get 1 of 3 somethings we don't need. Alright, love it. I just need the dilithium. That's all I like about these little red alert things these days. Dilithium.
CMDR_Rizzle says, it gave me warning. Was having hard time reading any disk. Sometimes it worked, but with effort. You could hear it grind as it spun around.
Ooh,
It
yeah.
finally had enough and literally made a huge pop sound and just crap-roed out.
The
I'm
disk drive,
surprised
yeah.
there wasn't a puff of smoke. OXNYX053 says, it should allow a double tap for the dill.
Yeah, I'll do the dill thing, yeah. Wow, so yeah, the disk drive motor probably like blew in that thing, and then it
OXNYX053 says, if you run it on Gary the Klingon, grab me.
Oh, Gary, I'll definitely use Gary on here too, but I'm gonna do this twice as this character because I do need the dilithium. This is my dilithium holder. Me. So I don't have to like worry about doing stuff with him. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the disk drive got in a bind and overtaxed the motor and caused the motor to blow, therefore it wouldn't like work anymore. And like if something got in there in a bind, or if a piece of plastic broke, you know, because those things are made out of plastic, the disk drives. That could have like lodged in somewhere and caused it to overheat or overtax.
CMDR_Rizzle says, you shall do the 8K run on a tune with 0 for instant refine.
Yeah, I've got it on here for like refining. That's not a bad idea for the other ones. Son of a bitch. Why haven't I been doing that? God, I got so much going on, I totally forgot. I do have other tunes that they don't do a damn thing. I could just throw them in a red alert and get them, like, the lithium. See, that's why you're here, Riz. You know what I need to do. I stole you from Judas, and we'll get fleet for that. Okay, and immediately go here, claim that, and continue exploring. Go back again, go here again. I could have just stayed on the screen. I was such a dumbass. Wow.
OXNYX053 says, if then that else do go to. CMDR_Rizzle says,
Okay.
LMAO okay, I'm out for real now.
Okie dokie.
Adios.
You have a good evening.
HATE3K says, you're too mindset on Dyson. That why you miss out on other things.
Yeah, it's so true. I'm stuck on Dyson. Dude. That just makes me think, okay, now I should be doing this for every one of them.
CMDR_Rizzle says, likewise.
Son of a bitch.
Catch you tomorrow.
Okie dokie, dude. You have a good evening, man. Man. I could have, dude, I could get Archer up too like that. What the fuck? Yeah, I am too mindset on Dyson. I am such a dumbass. See, this is, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. It's like Peter Griffin, you know. I got something to tell you. It's gonna be harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm retarded. That was a bad Peter Griffin. My voice is not really good. Peter Griffin. Peter. I haven't done Peter in a while. Peter? Howdy.
HATE3K says, that what I told you long ago. Dude farm then events, especially the quick easy ones like red alerts.
Well, I only thought about doing it with one person though. That's the thing. I never thought about like getting all of my people and
HATE3K says, and model rocket during first contact day.
fact.
OXNYX053 says, fart.
Fact. Damn it, Meg. Listen here, you son of a bitch. You motherfucker. Motherfucker. Yeah, I remember you telling me like to do that. I didn't think anything of the other characters though. I kept thinking of just one. It's like, why would I do it with just one character? And then I'm guessing now you meant the other ones. So, see how slow I am?
HATE3K says, I literally just had Sto running on one monitor while watching you and other streamers.
Really? Well, yeah, you're Mr. Fancy with all those other monitors.
HATE3K says, killed 2 birds with 1 stone LOL.
Killed 2 stones with 1 bird. Yeah, so I have my mind set on a certain thing. It's mostly a timing thing. Like I have certain time limit I play per each character, you know, because in my head I have to hurry because I need to do things or whatever, and I never think about it. I never just casually play the game. It's always been this way, except this time I'm just recording it.
HATE3K says, it's not your fault. It's human nature.
Human nature to be ignorant. I'm such a dumbass. I don't have a shield thing? What the hell?
Your defensive capabilities are unable to withstand us. Lower your shields.
Lower your
and
pants.
await assimilation.
Lower your pants and await assimilation. Alright, where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're way back there. Okay.
HATE3K says, we're extremely reliant when it comes to changing habits. OXNYX053 says, I should finish the Gatorade I put rum in before I forget a kid drinks it.
047. 1 of 10. Engaging now.
Oh my god. That'd be a thing you'd see somebody do on purpose in a store.
And prepare to be boarded.
Get that Mike's Hard Lemonade and put it into like a lemonade thing and seal it back up and put it in a cooler at a store.
Is futile.
Oh my god. Damn. Okay. Fleet marks again, because I don't know why. Leave map. I don't have to leave map, I just want to. Alright, and that gave me that for reals, yo. The claim thing here should be account. Claim. Let me clear out some of my shit here. Prisoners. Experimental upgrade token. Upgrade that. Specialization point. Account bound. Really don't need it. Well, Gary the Klingon will use it. Well, Gary the Klingon. Let me take myself to a starbase real quick. Ugh. Steering my ship like a big truck. Swing out wide. Loading Sol system. I haven't been in Sol for a week, I think. Kaboom. Let's see if we can hit it. Boom! But yeah, okay. Star Trek New Voyages. Thoughts? Was it awesome? Was it really awesome? Think long and hard. Nurse Chapel's completely different than old Nurse Chapel, in my opinion. Our Nurse Chappelle show. Chappelle show. Put that with the rest of them. What's that? Hollow middle, whatever, bound character. I don't really need that. Where's the third thing at? 1, 2. Am I not seeing it because I'm stupid? It's a possibility. Ah, because it's probably an R&D. Yep, there it is. Ultimate tech upgrade. 6 point to maximum. Set research to maximum. No dilithium cost. I'm giving that to Gary. Ultimate tech upgrade. What? Bound to character, bound to account. I didn't know I had this many in here. Now they've all they've replaced it. What else? I'm confused. Tech upgrade. Buying engineering. Okay, so that's engineering. Why do they use the same icon for that shit? Oh, I forgot all about my little icon thing I did that time. Son of a damn it. Add character bound to account. We'll just put all that in there. Okay. That's not confusing at all. It's nice that I had that though.
OXNYX053 says, try using the filter to search. Never mind. You found it.
That whole lag thing. Oh, I got some colonists. I hadn't even bothered with the fleet on this guy yet for a while. I did post on the Discord saying the fleet is level 65 if anybody cares. I'm hitting it hard in the rock place. One more. Come on, we can do it. One more. One more. We can do it. One more. There we go. There we go. Yeah, 65 holdings for this fleet. I just like to keep it active. Oh, embassy is still 2.
OXNYX053 says, your Fed fleet?
A Fed fleet that I'm part of. I mean, this is the one that I came to years ago, and the person that owns it hasn't been on since 10/7/2020, and it was at level 50 with no projects slotted and just barely anything happening, and they increased my fleet rank just for me being there. And once I got to a certain point,
HATE3K says, are you going to get a vanity shield?
I don't know. Should I? I'm not really much on collecting those things. They just are for looks, right? But yeah, the fleet person like has donated so much stuff, locked the bank off so no one can use it. And these people here usually are on like more, and I've got like I did have a hell of a lot more than the rest of these guys, but or at a time. But whenever I joined up on this fleet and finally got like up to the point where I could do something, they only had me at Emperor, but whatever that's gonna be. I started slotting projects and stuff.
OXNYX053 says, can you adopt this fleet?
No, unfortunately I can't for this one. This slacker dude, let's see, last on their inheritor. So if you go to a fleet rank, this guy here hasn't been on since 2020 either. Then you have slacker guy, who's next. Then you have Silver Sentry, whoever this is, was on just today. And a few of these other ones which are like lower than they are. And I've sent messages before to these people, like saying, hey, why don't you like take over the fleet if you can? Hadn't heard back from them. So it is what it is. You can't use the fleet bank. It's in no armadas whatsoever. I can probably invite or something to one or whatever. But yeah, it's a stalled out fleet, but it's good because it's mostly leveled up, except the embassy's not leveled up. But facilities. 41 vouchers. Let's do it. Yay. Oh boy. Add a project there. Provisioning. But I'll come in here every once in a while and just select a random thing to just place there so people can still do stuff. It's mostly like just random shit though. But it was level 50 whenever I started slotting more things for people, and then it jumped up, and within this past year, it's gotten to level 65, and I thought that's pretty awesome. You know, I mean, I've even like, what was it? Good job, Mister. We now have tier 3. You know, I've been like giving server messages on it and all sorts of stuff too. When other people hadn't even bothered. I mean, a lot of this stuff was just inactive, with nothing going on with it. And I guess that was because that person had left. Or that they passed away. I don't know, that's right at COVID. I hope they didn't pass, but anything, you know, that can happen. Alright, let's go to Gary the Klingon and have him run that red alert. Oxnix. Ox. Hello there, Ox. Hello there, Ox. Hello there. Hello there. Renal failure. Events. Join TFO. Oh, the next reward. That's only for like per person. That's right. That's why I've never done that before. It's per one time. You can't just keep getting it. I forgot. $475. Alright, here we are. There we go. No shields? No shields? What the hell? Gary the Klingon. Killing them all in day. Urgh.
We will add your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own.
Well then, that didn't work out too well now, did it? Been wondering when it'd be a good time for me to like buy the stuff from the fleet for Gary. Thinking wait until the discounts happen, you know, after a while. That's why I haven't got anything yet. Left shield's failing. No, you are. You would have assimilated.
Resistance detected. New matrix 0047. 7 of 10. Engaging now.
Engaging now, mister. Oh, this is the day that Gary the Klingon gets his all of his reputations to level 6. That's gonna be awesome. Oh, okay, never mind. They took care of that for me. Ah, there they are. Fleet marks. Look at those. Nice. Continue exploring. And we'll throw those into what is it? Fleet. We're doing dilithium mine. That's what we're saving up for. I did get on here like what was it? Yesternight after streaming and sitting and sleeping and waking up and did the Starbase 1 thing to get fleet marks to give to this thing. I did it for about maybe after like 30, 30, 30, 30, then wrap back around to 30, 30, 30, like that. You know, I was able to do it twice for each character. And only got that far and I was like, oh my god, I gotta go to bed, you know, stopped. Moving along.
OXNYX053 says, I was too far from the pickle when it popped out. At least I wasn't AFK Ed.
The pickle. Yeah, there for a second I thought maybe me too because I didn't see that list, but I didn't get a shot off on it at all. Which is, you know, I'm not going to have that anyway. And here we go. Right here, collect reward. Claim tier 6. And that will be all of them, I think, for Gary the Klingon. All of them level 6. Congratulations, Gary. Yay! If only that meant something. Alright. Collect that, get that out of the way. Alright, we were going to go over not exchange, bank.
OXNYX053 says, although my tossed together surgical strikes build is okay.
Do more damage than I ever will, that's for damn sure. Alright. Put the, well, yeah, we're going to put them over there. Over there. Over there. Alright. This is what I got today. Whenever I got the 10. If Inverted Paradox, if you're still there, here we are. I got 2 ultra rare prize tokens, 1 very rare prize token, and 7 rare prize tokens.
OXNYX053 says, have you used a lump of dill to buy the account discount project you get at Rep Tier 6?
The lump sum of dill to buy the account discount project you get? That sounds familiar. I probably have for other people, things. Perhaps I have. I remember that from somewhere. Is it, if you do it for like one character, you do it, does it happen for everything? Or do you have to keep doing it for each character? Dogs barking out there. Upgrades available. I don't know. Everything comes out to like ultra rare whenever I craft anything. So
OXNYX053 says, it is an account unlock thing. So one and done for account.
yeah, then that would be it then, because all my stuff is ultra rare whenever I create it. When I get to tier 6. But yeah, that's 2 ultra rare, 1 rare, very rare, whatever, and 7 rare. All right, let's not use them, but go over what is there now. NX registry, that would have been nice. I paid for that with Zen, I think. Limited time only. If you have 100 of those, you can get that. Yeah. Lerpa. See a bunch of tribbles, Radian, cross fleet tribble, photonic tribble. You can get this solo tribble. Isn't that free anyway? Like after a certain place to claim. Emote unlocks out the ass. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Ship emotes. Timba, his arms wide badge. That makes me laugh. If I had a Captain Picard character on here, I would definitely like use that. And I do eventually plan to have one in like #1 data and everybody that I can. Just never done it yet. Fleet credit bonus pool. Fleet mark bonus. Reputation. Phoenix Universal upgrade. That's probably what I'll use them on. Rise a mini board. Costume unlocks. It's just a shifting around or whatever, right, of all the stuff is mostly what this is. So nothing really major. They got rid of like the common crap. Pushed a lot of it up. Rearranged categories. Got rid of all the tier 5 ships. So there's that damn Bajoran Interceptor again. You son of a bitch. I'm such a stupid asshole. Yeah, a bunch of the ships, Ferengi warships, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, blah. Put that back in the bank. For when I want to do something with it. Account bank. It's mostly all going to go to Gary anyway. That's what I did for a lot of this and stuff. Oh, here's these 150 experience tokens. I got 5 for those. 50% additional experience bonus until you have reached a total of 150,000 additional experience points. Why doesn't it just give you the 150,000 just right then? Why do you have to wait for it? I mean, just give it to us. Anyway, I'm going to give those to Gary. I'm going to give that upgrade to Gary. Still have that tier 5 ship coupon. Experience, research, and development. Might as well give that to Gary. 9 Lobby. And programmable matter. Yeah. Okay, let's use all these on Gary. Damn it! Window. Yay! And here it is over here. Pool of remaining experience points from boost. At maximum level, this experience boost or point boost will contribute to the amount of specialization XP earned. I'm at, what is that, 2,299,310.
OXNYX053 says, you have a cap of 150,000. If it auto-opened while you had a bonus going, it would be partially wasted.
Oh, well, I don't know. It adds numbers to this thing at the top corner.
OXNYX053 says, oh, they've upped the cap.
Yeah, 2,299,310, whatever that's supposed to be. Let's give that to Gary.
Congratulations, General.
All right, and give this to him as well. Research and development updates and junk. Okay, and now we're gonna get back up. No. We're gonna do signs of pertinence and go over there to Colony World. I don't know if I still should or shouldn't be, but I have been trying to continue to get stuff. I mean, should I just not worry about it and let the fleet thing do itself, or Colony World? Although it doesn't show it. If this is generated per day, it doesn't show it. Weird. Colony World. Colony World. A Colony World. Good job, good job. Good job. I love it. Nice. And we're back at Colony World. You know, I must say, I enjoy seeing it update to what it was and what it is now. That is such a cool thing. I like to just see it kind of come to you know, fruition. I don't know how you say that. I mean, this guy over here still doesn't want me to go up his ramp, though. He's kind of stubborn. But other than that, Colony World. I found out long ago. The long way down Holiday Road. Holiday Road. Hmm? Why is there a red arrow there? That looks like something left over from whenever they created something and they just forgot to get rid of it. Okay. Prepared drinks. Neat. I've always just been going over to the little plants in the water again. I didn't even pay attention to this. Damn it. Drinks are served.
OXNYX053 says, oh yeah, but getting them to tier 1 you've opened a new place to do the min game.
Nice. Shit, that thing updated quick. Oh, it only, okay. It only updates this when something's put in there and taken out. So it doesn't just like when it auto generates, you won't see this like pop, 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 pop. You have to actually interact with it. Okay. That's interesting. Oh. Have you started helping Murdoch's out with his yet? I think Hate 3K would like your help as well. If you want to help him do his. Hate 3K. And Oxnix leading the way.
OXNYX053 says, I have not started helping anyone else out.
Oh. You know, if we just are modded with hate, we can just give stuff over that way. Except the ore, though, and all these little thingies. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Bow bow dit 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 bow bow dit dit bow bow dit 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 bow bow dit dit.
OXNYX053 says, the auto stuff is locked.
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on, it's a fire with me. I will say I have been slacking with the other characters doing this. But I've been trying to get fleet credits or fleet marks or whatever for them. Yeah, fleet marks for the lithium mine upgrade. It only comes in like 100 at a time or whatever. 35, 100 here or there, 50. Of course, I could do that red alert thing over and over, but maybe that'll be enough. Yes. See, my cat. Cool beans, yo. Cool beans. To that one. Klingon. We'll bypass that one with a shuttle. While it does irk me to pass up all these using the shuttle thing, I want to get these tour of duty so I can get some dilithium really bad, like on a braze. Except when it gives me some good stuff, though. That's when I want to really go into that. Let's see. Plan. Ooh, 100,000 needed. I finally used up all my money on Gary the Klingon. Let's go ape shit nuts and give him some more. There we go. To where he doesn't have that much anymore. It's amazing. He started out with like, what was it, 40 million? Paid it all to the fleet. Damn Union! We saying the word Union, Dollar General come after your ass. I have that guy rip you through your shirt and grab you. Let's see. Exploration experience. Experience. Not now, damn it. Not now. Oh. Need to beam up.
Need something?
That way I could go to departments, operations, and hopefully have, yes, resettle colonists. I'm trying to get all the free colonists I can. Colonists. Not colonists, but colonists. I wonder if Walmart still has the plastic model kits for the Star Trek models. I mean, like a month ago when I went there to get some more shirts for work and stuff, I mean, I had a little display thing out in the middle of nowhere.
HATE3K says, Oxnix, when you going to help me out like you said? HATE3K says, BBS number 2.
BBS number 2? Oh, dude, if we are modded up, there's not a search feature for looking up a fleet? That sucks ass.
OXNYX053 says, check activity to see if one of the lower fleets is inactive. Hold up, I can.
Hold up, I can, yes. Activity.
OXNYX053 says, and use the caret to enter a fleet name as a search feature.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, like shift and... Oh, or probably like click the down arrow. Is that what you meant? Or the actual caret? Does that actually work? No. It's typing sixes though. You meant the symbol, didn't you? I'm dumb. How you doing? I thought maybe that's what you meant. Was that? I'm sorry. I thought that's what you meant. I'll be on my way now. BBS number 2. Switch. Anything with a B in it, that just sucks ass.
I am Aquathor says, just did some testing and it's all good to go. Thank you again. I'm so stoked.
Oh, did you manually add your own little thing to it? Cool. I kind of am afraid to edit what I have and give to you if you've edited your own and, done for yourself there. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad it works for you.
I am Aquathor says, no, I didn't add to it. I just had others come in and test the videos.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Sweet. I love it when stuff comes together. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, I was gonna look for your fleet hate just to see where it was at. If it was easy to find. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I mean, if you're not in an armada, and I know, Hate, you said that you don't want to be in one or whatever, but that would be a way for us to, or for me specifically or whatever, to like put some resources into yours. I can probably get rid of one of these, which I don't understand. I mean, total members. And this fleet level 0 right here, created last November. Kick fleet. Boing. See you later, buddy. Kick fleet.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Bazinga.
Bazinga? Kim Bazinga? You're back. Well, welcome back, Riz. Welcome back. Oh, they're coming toward me. I thought I was traveling forward, and I was like, how is this happening? I'm not... But... how is this happening? That's pretty sweet. Oh, R&D. What was the upgrade token? Assets.
CMDR_Rizzle says, charged phone a
Shield.
bit. Gonna go see about some dilithium before I shut down the box.
Ah, you got the Star Trek itch. Shield. Okay, so this. Oh, it's only shields are only level 2, so I can't do that. Well, I can always make it with my main character and give it to this character. I think I'll do that eventually. But not right now. Not right now at all. Although...
CMDR_Rizzle says, well TBH, not as tired as I should be. So why not right?
Exactly. Why not indeed? Indeed. Indeed only I will. Indeed. Return to sector space. Kaboom! 2 wild beef patties and some sauce. 2 wild beef patties. Bam blam.
OXNYX053 says, At Hate 3K is your fleet hidden from searching?
If it's Hate 3K, then that would be a yes. Browse store, bank, account bank. Okay, I need to give myself all the rarities that I know that I'm going to need for this adventure. Usually I can tell what I'm going to need, what I'm not going to need. And what I'm going to need is more cowboy. Let's see. What's that? Superior. Dude, they changed that. I don't remember it looking like that. Components. Focus lens. Yo. What else is used for the Aegis stuff?
OXNYX053 says, I have the fluffy kittens of doom hidden as well.
Fluffy kittens of doom. When you look at them, you're like, oh, look at those kitties. They're so sweet. And they're like, and you're like, oh, shit. Damn. I think that's all it requires. It's not salvage. Bergeron particles. Bergeron City. Man, Pluto TV keeps replaying the same episodes of Star Trek Next Generation. Like over and over and over. I swear they only have 6 episodes. Okay, I think that's all I need. Let's jump over to my main character.
OXNYX053 says, who's my favorite little murder fluff ball?
My favorite little murder fluff ball. It's like a cat just mutates into like a Jekyll and Hyde type thing and goes after people. And during the day, it's a calm little kitty cat. Then at night, it's like a big ferocious, like wild beast of a tiger. Uh-oh, there's a spoiler on the screen. You better get that spoiler off that thing right there. That thing ain't gonna run right. A spoiler right there, boy. Okay, let's see if I can create an Aegis thing. I haven't done this in a while. We're going to put shields, and we need emitter arrays and some lenses. Ew. Let's make a hell of a lot of those.
HATE3K says, okay, I'm back.
Back again.
HATE3K says, oh, what a relief.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You must have peed or something. It is a relief to urinate. Yeah. Especially on oneself, you know, that's... Okay, component emitter array. I need to remember emitter array. Emitter array.
HATE3K says, you know what number 2 is, right? OXNYX053 says, and it only cost 27 billion Argentine pesos. CMDR_Rizzle says, Alka-Seltzer commercial? LOL plop plop fizz fizz.
Shit. Midnight? Does midnight get you close to that? I think. Be back soon, number 2. Yeah. Dropped a couple fellas off at the pool, did ya? I actually looked at BBS number 2 as a fleet name. I thought that's what you meant.
OXNYX053 says, sometimes, the lag just makes the humor.
Waka waka. I need to go to a close stair base. I could go to
HATE3K says, BBS is short for be back shortly.
Be back shortly. Be like shitly. That's why I say they need to make computer chairs.
OXNYX053 says, so I guess that means BBS number 2 wasn't the fleet name.
You saw me type that in too, right? That's what I thought it was.
HATE3K says, number 2 is for when you got to bathroom.
Cause I sure enough like typed it in there. Looking, it's like what a name for a fleet.
HATE3K says, go to.
Go to when you go to bathroom. Yeah, when you go to bathroom and you meet you there, you go to bathroom. Bank? Yeah. It's much easier to access stuff here. Okay. Emitter. What did he do with it? I don't know. Emitter though. I could have sworn I had some of those here. Did I not read correctly? Isolinear circuitry. Emitter. No, I do not have any of those. Oh, there's a thing for those though, right there. Well, never mind then. Shit, fuck. Boy.
HATE3K says, which MK15 kit modules are those?
MK gift modules? Fleet modules. What modules? MK kit modules. Where?
HATE3K says, in account bank.
Oh.
OXNYX053 says, you know you can slot the secondary stuff you need to craft from the list of things under the AJ's project, by clicking on it.
Huh. What is 15K? These is ambush MK5. Yeah, those were given to me by Arcanaloth. He thought that all my tactical or all my players needed that, so he gave them to me, and I've been putting them on my players. Slot secondary stuff you need to craft.
HATE3K says, ooh, ambush suite.
The Aegis project by clicking. Well, yeah, I don't have.
HATE3K says, yes you do.
I needed the emitter, the hollow emitter or whatever it was thing. That's what I was missing. And I don't want to have to craft it. So like, go back to my other character.
HATE3K says, what are you using now?
What am I using? What do you mean, what am I using? Bang. No, under the
HATE3K says, kit modules on gray.
Kit modules on gray. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me go here. So I need to get emitter array. That's the things I need to create this Aegis covert shield. But I don't have any on that character. So let me go back to Gary. I was just making sure that
OXNYX053 says, from the AJ's item, you click the emitter you need to craft. Never mind.
Yeah.
You are looking to exchange by. CMDR_Rizzle says, in one of my discords, someone said to the best of their knowledge, ambush with stealth module renders you untargetable.
Sweet. Stealth module. Gary. Right now, Gary, he's got this useless thing here, this temporal hack. Motion accelerator, I need to upgrade that eventually. Sumpec lightning, stealth module, and ambush. That is what Gary has. Gary the Klingon. Crotch shot.
HATE3K says, what he first won.
The first one is that temporal hack universal kit module. It's just there mostly as a placeholder because I never put anything else there. Crotch shot. Rear shot.
HATE3K says, that one need to be replaced.
Yes, it does. I just haven't replaced it yet.
HATE3K says, Do you have Photonic 1? OXNYX053 says, temporal hack, event item. AoE stun chance.
Chance.
HATE3K says, not sure which reputation is from.
Photonic.
OXNYX053 says, Iconian, I think.
Euconian? No. Iconian. Let's see. Iconian resistance armor.
OXNYX053 says, photonic overcharge.
Aha, yes. Crit severity buff. Ew. Well, I should have some of that. Well, I don't have that many Arconian marks, but okay. I'll fill it as best I can. And come back to it when I have more marks to create it. Not a priority at the moment, though. Let's see. Admiralty. Acknowledge that one, that one. Still getting that for 19 hours. Gary the Klingon. Default face number 5 or something. Oh no, Gary.
HATE3K says, there is also a good one from either temporal, assuming you have unlocked it by spending 30 points in temporal Spiacolistchen.
I'm glad you said something about that.
OXNYX053 says, how much is trajectory bending from the exchange?
Trajectory bending?
CMDR_Rizzle says, red alert 3x. 100 marks, 10 minutes max.
Is it right over here? No,
HATE3K says, trajectory is good, yep. CMDR_Rizzle says, plus dilly.
Dilly. Trajectory bending 8,400,000.
HATE3K says, God, I really start memorizing kit modules and other stuff. OXNYX053 says, trajectory bending, I flank your face. HATE3K says, whole crapey, it went up, skyrocketed.
And that's just like, let's see, 12? Somebody wants a MK2 of it for 9. Let's see how far it goes. 25 million for a 8. Trajectory bending. Bending of the spoon.
HATE3K says, I remember it used to go for 100k to 1 million EC.
Ooh.
HATE3K says, open the dill store.
Exclamation point ×3 vanity shields. What the?
CMDR_Rizzle says, right meow.
Right meow. Damn it. Right meow.
HATE3K says, go to temporal operative.
Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Temporal narcosis.
HATE3K says, stop.
Collaborate and listen. Something.
HATE3K says, back up a little. HATE3K says, bit more. HATE3K says, stop.
Collaborate and listen.
HATE3K says, paradox bomb.
Paradox bomb.
HATE3K says, is also another good one.
Must spend at least 27 points in the temporal operative specialization to equip this item. Specialization kit modules cannot be upgraded That sucks. It can't be upgraded. What the fuck?
HATE3K says, downside to getting kit modules from Dill Store is you can't upgrade them. OXNYX053 says, overcharge, bending, and gravitational spike is my go-to 3-click for ground pain. Aided by rally cry, battle strategies, and ambush turrets for added crowd control.
Look, the ground
killing.
reputation is...
Killing is a form of control, right?
Sure, I guess
CMDR
killing would be.
Rizzle says, trajectory is 4 mil here. Hahaha laughs in console. HATE3K says, LOL console ISA always cheaper than
Look.
PC.
One of my ground reputations just disappeared again. This stuff just constantly just vanishes off of here. It's so crazy. Let's see, loadouts. Traits. It's still gone. What the This stuff just keeps disappearing. Anyway, I wasn't doing that. I was doing the skill tree thing. That one's full.
HATE3K says, one of the many wonderful bugs.
The wonderful bugs is because it's the wonderful bugs. Where was I at? Let's see, commando, constable, strategist, command officer, medical worker, command officer, pilot.
CMDR Rizzle says, yeah I know. But you get all the goodies first. Sucks we gotta wait, but also helps plan ahead.
Yes, and the bugs, you know, they do away with that.
HATE3K says, yep.
Commander. I don't want that. I just want to master them, damn it.
OXNYX053 says, I think I am going to go to bed. At HATE3K I'll move over next week.
Or if I put him in the Armada, you could just go through there. But...
HATE3K says, I mean take look it took them 4 years to fix Gamma Recruit.
Reading Rainbow. I think I'm about to stop streaming anyway.
HATE3K says, have a good night at Oxnix053.
Oxnix. Good night, dude. Yeah, I'm about to turn it off anyway. Since I have to go to work tomorrow, I need to really go to bed, but we all know how that works. How long have I been recording?
HATE3K says, I'm prob gonna hop on Chitri. OXNYX053 says, yes I could. But you would have to kick Gamma Fleet.
Oh, well, it's alright. I mean, as long as you keep, like, your guy there.
HATE3K says, wanna try to get a vanity shield before they are gone again.
As long as you have 2 characters in there and one of your characters is, like, max to where you can invite yourself if you came back or not. You can do that. Or you can kick yourself completely out if you leave the fleet. Tell me when you want me to, if you want me to bring you back in, and I will, you know. Yeah. It's all good, man. Nausicaans. They're so weird. Nasukan, yes I can. Nasukan, yes I can. Oh, we didn't do the endeavors. Shit.
HATE3K says, that is what I do. I keep one in my fleet all the time.
Anti-proton damage ground. Okay, we can probably do that real quick.
HATE3K says, hope back and forth with other tunes.
Back and forth. Nice. Yeah, you could do that. Bump yourself up to like maximum level you can get to or whatever. And stuff. Let's go to Nukara and use anti-proton. That's the way I get my endeavors that I almost forgot about. Endeavors. Blind man tell all tales. Space Arena. Anybody actually go there to do anything? I would think the space arena, it's like, isn't it a level for Klingons? You do that or whatever, but you can continue to go there for some reason. And I would think that it'd be a good place for like people to one-on-one with batlets or something, if it were even possible. I mean,
CMDR_Rizzle says, Dilly Vanit shield same as Risa? Why not save your purple stuff and grind summer event for few hours?
right? Yeah, there's Vanity Shields and Riser, right? Yeah. Riser. Rise up. Dude, how long for that? Quantum Slipstream. We are taking the scenic route. And not a route either, a route. A route. Ain't it funny how a melody can bring back a memory? Twin Stars, that place gonna be hot. It's an eyeball. I wish space was bigger in Star Trek Online, like scaled correctly. That way it'd take you a long time to get anywhere. I need to anti-proton and get my pistol out. Cycling modulation pistol.
HATE3K says, if you do decide to get something, make sure you are in a good fleet. So you get a die sound. CMDR_Rizzle says, slip Scorp a dead prez and maybe he can gift you some favors. Lord knows he got enough LMAO. HATE3K says, otherwise you be paying more.
I don't have as many of those as I did have. I gave like, who was it I gave some to? I gave like 2 full stacks to somebody. Then I gave 2 stacks to Victoria, I know. Or is it 2.5 stacks? A few other people throughout time. I can't remember. At one time I had a lot more, but I'm sure I'll get some more again. I mean, it's not hard. Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. I need to turn on auto fire. Here we go. Man, I wish this cycle modulation had one of the weapons where it was like faster. I mean, one of them's like blast assault. I hate the blast assault because it's like pow, pow. Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. Pew pew.
CMDR_Rizzle says, saw a photo of a JH Dread cruiser in a Stembolt's vanity. Looked sweet.
Jim Hadar Dread Cruiser. That's pretty awesome. I'd like to get one of my Jim Hadar as a better ship, at least. You know, a Jim Hadar ship. Because my Jim Hadar are sticking with Jim Hadar only kind of stuff. Except for their clothing, because one of them is definitely like Federation. One of them's Klingonish. And I'm sticking with nothing but that for that. Anti-proton damage and protein. Anti-protein damage. One day Gary will have a good stuff. But Gary has to wait, because Gary the Klingon loves to wait. He is Gary the Klingon. Cling on me when you're not Klingon, and I'll cling on you. We'll keep clinging on. For those of you who watched Picard, what did you think of the almost next to last scene with the daughter of
OXNYX053
Soon.
says, waiting builds character.
Waiting builds character. It also builds an early grave. Because there was like, at the end of Picard, there were 3 things that kind of just jump out at you, right? One of those 3 was something from TOS. one of those three was something from TNG, and one of those three was a goodbye. Yay, we did it! We did it! We shot the guy and he died.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I think it was a cop-out way of ending her story and seemed like a slap in the face to Whedon. Sorry you weren't involved in anything Trek for 30 years. Here's a 5-minute snippet to pop in. Say hi AMD bye again.
Right? Well, since you already mentioned it, yeah. Okay, for those who haven't seen it, if you don't want to know, just say no and we will not say anything more. But if you don't care, I'll just say what all three things were. Well, it doesn't matter because nobody gives a shit about any of this anyway. I'll go ahead and say it. Yes, Wesley Crusher came back at the very end of Picard and said he was with some sort of time thing or whatever. He was a traveler. Of course, we always knew he was a traveler because of the Traveler episode in Star Trek and Next Gen. And then he came down and talked to what is it? The Sung's creation daughter there, and said, "Would you like to join?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then the other one was Q died, and he told Picard why.
HATE3K says, yes, I hyped when I saw him back and mentioned he a traveler.
Yeah, he said once before he used to be known as
HATE3K says,
Crusher.
reminded me of the episode in TNG.
Yeah, where time stood still and the Traveler showed back up and took Wesley.
CMDR_Rizzle says, sincere apologies for who hasn't seen it. I assumed we all had. I hate doing that to others, as I hate it being done to me.
Right. Well, Q died.
OXNYX053 says, so, I am Team Wesley for Emperor. CMDR_Rizzle says, was genuinely happy he was there, but yet. Injustice regardless.
Yeah, and Picard asked Q why him this whole time, and Q said that Picard was his favorite, and all gods have to have a favorite. And so Picard gave him a big hug, and then Q died pretty much. Not visually on camera.
HATE3K says, I hate people who say no spoilers, it pisses me every time.
And then was the other one was like, of course it was Jurati as the Borg Queen, but the Sung of that era, played by Brent Spiner, picked up a book or a little thing that said Project Khan for the eugenics stuff. So he's responsible for eugenics and Khan and all the stuff, which everyone kind of speculated anyway. But yeah, I guess once a Q runs out of energy, they're done for. I don't know how that happens though. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, I have gone for 3 hours and 14 minutes, which is pi 314. Got 4 of you viewing. It says. Let's see if that. Let's say 1.
HATE3K says, switch to Halo. HATE3K says, keep going. OXNYX053 says, could you hear the dropped jaws if Wesley was the Mirror Emperor?
The Mirror Emperor. Mirror. Yeah. Will Wheaton, they Wesley. We need to have him on Picard's last season so Picard can say, shut up, Wesley. One last time. No, I'm not gonna stream Halo. I don't want to bore everybody. Even more than they're bored now. But I think I'm gonna call it a stream. And prepare for work tomorrow, because I have to actually go in tomorrow. But I'm off Sunday and Monday. It's really weird. I'm usually working those 2 days and off like Wednesday, Thursday, or just Thursday or something like that in the week. But I don't know. They did hire some other dude, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I thank all of you for showing up, and all of you who didn't show up that are watching this on YouTube. If you're even watching it, I mean, technically I get like 0.5 views off of these that round up to a 1. And you look through the analytics things or whatever it is for it, it always shows like maybe 2 minutes of the beginning, and that's about it. So nobody watches this shit, which I wouldn't watch it either. It's boring. Yeah, I'm glad that helped out. I'm Aqua Thor. That was pretty awesome. He got that figured out and working. Sweet. And I will be back tomorrow. And tomorrow. Auntie Miriam. So everybody have a good evening, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. And for those who are rewatching this on Twitch, hello there. I think those are fake numbers anyway. It says always like 20-something people have watched, or sometimes 40. I'd highly doubt it's anybody.
CMDR_Rizzle says, night.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. And we're going to end this with the death of a red shirt. I think. Hopefully. Probably not. Okay, never mind that. Maybe that messed with my stuff. I don't know. Scripts. Bugs. Yep, there's a bug there. Execute, 60-something, whatever. Illegal code. Huh. I'm going to have to manually red shirt. It didn't work.
All right, men, this is a dangerous mission, and it's likely one of us will be killed. The landing party will consist of myself, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, and Ensign Ricky. Ah, crap.
Oh, we want a better one of those. No more talky talk. Did it die? What's going on? Did it kill it? No, there's an error. I do have errors in my... See, chat log has an error. Twitch chat log that too. Okay, so everything's got an error. Something caused an error, and something is all stopping for some damn reason.
CMDR_Rizzle says, ran out of crew. CMDR_Rizzle says, no more talky talk. CMDR_Rizzle says, Streamlabs said fuck you, I'm going to bed too. CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL.
Dead.
Wow, that thing just popped up all of a sudden. Just must have been a lag type situation or something. I don't know. I suppose. Anyway, I'm heading off, y'all. You see y'all later. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.